Okay, morning. I got some time here, so I'm gonna run this up real quick, just for gee whiz. It's kind of surprising to me. I don't know. Apparently, spot market rates have fallen out of nowhere. Supposedly, some shippers are null and voiding contracts and with carriers and not paying what the contract said the loads were supposed to pay. So that's what this is about. Um, One YouTube trucker said that the lease companies or lease operators, excuse me, are going to lose their ass and lose their trucks and all this good stuff. Another one who apparently knows 90% of the truck drivers at Prime and talks to them, I guess, says that our rates have fallen to shit. So what I'm doing is I went back through. I came out of the house after vacation on March 23rd, which is after the pandemic struck America, obviously, and looked at what my rates have been. And this is going to be kind of a little rundown, with the question being mainly to other Prime drivers. What are you seeing in rates? We all know there are places in the Northeast, Florida, where you can pull freight that pays, $1 a mile, let's say. We all know of places in the U.S. that you can pull $1.30 a mile freight. And we know places that you can get what I consider really good rates. But anyway, what I'm concerned about is people who are let me rephrase that. I'm interested in hearing about people who are pulling freight out of areas that used to pay really, really good, and now during the pandemic, not because of the pandemic, are seeing those rates cut. Now, I just went back and took a look, and since I came out of the house, I've run 9 loads, okay? The lowest rate I got was $1.34 a mile. The highest was $2.81 a mile. I've had 2 loads that paid over $1.90 on top of those. And I've had 5 other loads that paid over $2 a mile. Now, yes, I had to do Easter one long deadhead, and I know what the formula is for compensation on that. So when I get done with this load, the next one, I'll know what the deadhead is going to pay me. So that's fine. My point is, I'm not seeing our rates being cut. And I'd hate to think that with 90% of our drivers, lease operators, having their rate cuts, that somehow I'm special in that 10% that aren't seeing rates cut. I don't know how they would do that, manipulate the system to do that, other than if they took money out of their pocket to pay me extra, where they weren't paying anybody else, but, paying the 10% that extra and not the other 90%. I mean, they could do that, but that kills their profit margin, which, as we all know, companies, just like lease operators and owner operators, are in business to make money, not give it away. So I don't think they're doing that, in all honesty. I don't think rates have gotten that bad. I think some people pull shit out of areas that normally have low rates. And being truck drivers, they just whine about it, maybe more than normal. I don't know. But anyway, I don't think I'm special. The drivers I've talked to, which is minimal. I don't know 90% of the drivers at Prime. I don't want to know 90% of the drivers at Prime. I don't have time to know 90% of the drivers at Prime. But the few I do know have said yes, they pulled some cheaper freight. But when you look at where it came from, it really wasn't any cheaper than it normally is. So what I'm interested in doing is hearing from Prime drivers that have seen those rates, or part of that 90%, I guess, that are pulling dollar mile freight on a regular continual basis. Or the magic 10%, the special people who aren't seeing any change in freight rates. I just for gee whiz, I don't want to know, I don't want anybody to tell me who the shippers are or receivers. But if you had bad rates, tell me where the load originated and where it went to as far as the states are concerned. Did it come from Massachusetts going to Ohio? Did it come from Florida going to Ohio? Did it come from Indiana going to Ohio? I don't know. Did it come from Wisconsin going to Ohio? That's what I'm interested in hearing. I'm just trying to do a little random research here, I guess you'd call it, or survey, to see if I truly am special, or if a few drivers just had bad loads and maybe just whined about it more than normal. I don't know. Anyway, let me know. Let's do a thumbs up, thumbs down if you want to. Leave a comment. If you're a Prime driver especially, please leave a comment about your rates. Anybody else, you can leave a comment. I don't care. I don't do this for AdSense. I could care less. I could care less how many thumbs down I get. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. It really don't. It has no effect on what I'm going to have for dinner tonight or last night or next week. So, anyway, if you'd like, participate. If you don't want to participate, don't. Once again, I don't care. It's not important in my world. Anyway, thanks. Try to have a good day and be safe. Bye-bye.